Google today said it is making a new feature available to all of its search users. The company launched this feature last year after testing it for quite some time. It is called Preferred Sources. Let me tell you how it works. Now, when you open the Google app or go to the search engine, you get a section called Top Stories. It shows you news articles based on your location and interests. Now, what if you don't like the news that's being shown? You can't do anything about it. But once the new feature is available to you, you will be able to remove any news outlet from this Top Stories section that you don't want. And this is how you do it. All you have to do is click on the star icon next to the Top Stories header and select the sources you want to remove. That's it. For example, let's say you're not interested in stories from the New York Times or the Washington Post. You can uncheck their boxes so that their stories don't show up in the Top Stories section anymore. But wait, there is more. You can also add sources here. Click on Add Sources and type the name of the website you want to see more stories from. Then click on the blue plus button to add that source to your list. You can do this with multiple websites. There is no limit. Also, Google says the preferences you set during the testing period will carry over. The company says publishers can also promote this feature to their readers by providing a deep link that lets people add their site as a preferred source. Google says preferred sources will be available in English in the United States and India starting today and will be available to everyone else in the coming days. The company didn't mention when exactly the feature will be made available to the rest of the world. Now, what if you want to change your mind later and want those sources back in the Top Stories section? Well, you can always go back and check the box for the sources you want to see again. The company says that preferred sources will be available on all platforms, including Windows 11, Windows 10, Mac OS and mobile devices, and will work on all major browsers such as Chrome, Edge, and Firefox. In simple words, this new feature gives you more control over the kind of content you see when you open Google Search or the Google app. Google is rolling out this feature at a time when social media platforms are also giving users more control over the content they see. Last month, Twitter said it was testing a feature that would allow users to choose which accounts they want to see in their timeline. Facebook is also testing a similar feature. I know these features sound really good, but tech experts say these platforms are only doing what they should have done a long time ago. They say these features are the bare minimum that these platforms must offer, because social media platforms and search engines have failed to moderate hate speech and fake news on their sites. As a result, many countries around the world have stepped in and have either made it illegal for these platforms to spread misinformation or have asked them to be more transparent about how algorithms work. This year, for example, India's IT ministry asked Google to not use its search engine to push fake news and asked the company to be more responsible in the way it moderates content on its platforms. YouTube and Twitter have also been asked to not spread misinformation in recent years. Google has tweaked its algorithm several times to curb fake news. In 2018, the company said it would demote fake news websites in search results. In 2020, it said it would label some search results to help users spot fake news. Now it seems the company is taking another step in this direction, but will this new feature actually help curb fake news? We are not so sure. Giving users an option to choose news sources they like is a good idea, but the problem lies in the fact that most users don't know which websites spread fake news. So even if you give users an option to remove websites, they won't be able to identify the right ones. Ideally, social media platforms and search engines must be able to identify fake news and misinformation themselves. Of course, it's easier said than done. Anyway, what do you think of this new feature? Will it help you get rid of fake news? Do let us know in the comments, and thanks for watching.